A reading from the book of the prophet Isaiah. On that day, a shoot shall sprout from the stump of Jesse, and from his roots a bud shall blossom. The Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, a spirit of wisdom and of understanding, a spirit of counsel and of strength, a spirit of knowledge and of fear of the Lord. And his delight shall be the fear of the Lord. Not by appearance shall he judge, nor by hearsay shall he decide, but he shall judge the poor with justice, and decide aright for the lands afflicted. He shall strike the ruthless with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips he shall slay the wicked. Justice shall be the band around his waist, and faithfulness a belt upon his hips. Then the wolf shall be a guest of the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid. The calf and the young lion shall browse together, with a little child to guide them. The cow and the bear shall be neighbors, together their young shall rest. The lion shall eat hay like the ox. The baby shall play by the cobra's den, and the child lay his hand on the adder's lair. There shall be no harm or ruin on all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be filled with knowledge of the Lord, as water covers the sea. On that day, the root of Jesse, set up as a signal for the nations, the Gentiles shall seek out, for his dwelling shall be glorious. The word of the Lord.
Our first reading for the second Sunday of Advent comes from the prophet Isaiah. This passage for this Sunday belongs to this section of the prophet Isaiah pertaining to Emmanuel, the future sprout from the stump of Jesse, the descendant of David, who will be king, a king of peace and justice. And so we have here identified already the future king as coming from the line of Jesse and the line of David. Now I want to single out a few things that this passage from Isaiah says regarding Jesus. The first is, he is filled with the Spirit, a Spirit-filled sprout from the stump of Jesse. And filled with the Spirit, this future king will be wise, will be understanding. He will be filled with the spirit of counsel and of strength. And this king will be just. He will not judge according to appearances, but will look at the core of the matters. Because of this future king will be reliable. The poor can count on him. Wow! You know, during this time, the poor had no one to turn to. I guess even during our time. And so this promised king, filled with the Spirit, will dispense justice to the poor. How we long for this action of the Spirit in our kings. And this is the promise of the prophecy of Isaiah. The future king will be filled with the Spirit and will be just. But part of this justice or sense of justice of the future king is also judgment on the wicked. So Isaiah says that this king shall strike the ruthless with the rod of his mouth. As this king favors the victims, this king will also slay the wicked. Look at this. To be filled with the Spirit doesn't mean that the sense of justice will be gone. This is not just a mushy-mushy type of kindness. So, the victims will be restored to their dignity, but the wicked and the slayers will also experience the consequence of their wrong choices. But in the end, this new king will restore harmony. Harmony to the world. Look at this. The wolf shall be a guest of the lamb. The leopard shall lie down with the kid. The calf and the young lion shall browse together, and the little child will guide them. These are fierce animals that should be fighting each other. But with the coming of this child, filled with the Spirit and the sense of justice, then a new reign of peace, universal peace, will come. Now we know who this future king is. We have a name for him, the Son of David, Jesus Christ. And during this Advent season, we are being asked, we are invited by the church to get to know who this Jesus is. Let us enter the world that he is coming to bring to us. Let us enter this Spirit-filled heart of our future King. Let us be filled with this sense of justice so that there can be harmony and peace in the world. We want to prepare for the coming of the Lord. Open ourselves, like Jesus, to the Spirit. Do acts of justice. Be sensitive to the afflicted and the poor. Remind the ruthless and the wicked. Work towards reconciliation and peace. This is the best Advent gift that we can give to the Lord.